Hey, so welcome to Real Live Marketing. We've got Ed Dearborn here with us. Hi, Ed.
Hi.
Hey, and we're back, we're here. We're talking about one of my favorite subjects and one of Ed's favorite subjects, lead gen, right? In fact, we determined that we're actually part of Gen Lead, not Gen X. You're in the tail end of baby boomer, heading into Gen X. But we're really part of we're actually like succeeding from those generations and becoming part of lead gen.
I'm morphing and I'm becoming Gen Lead because I'm part of the digital marketing era.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Good. I like that. I like strike out on our own and create our own generation.
That's right.
Good. And you're welcome to join us. There's no membership fees needed, right? You just join us. But today we're going to, in all seriousness, folks, we're going to talk about business again and real life marketing and lead generation. And Ed is an expert in lead generation. That's what I do as well. So we're going to have a few tips for you and some interesting things that happen off camera as well as on camera. This is our first videoed podcast as well as an audio version. And so Ed, you guys know what I do. Response target marketing, we build websites. We help put people get all the pieces that they need, branding, etc. We're working together with Ed to take these pieces and really make sure people have an actual system. So they've got a system where they can generate leads. It all comes together from the Facebook, the email, the website. It all comes together where we're generating leads from, and YouTube's part of it too. Ed, do you want to tell them what you do?
Yeah. I'm a digital marketer, and what I've morphed myself into is helping small businesses generate business from the internet. And through digital intelligence, how do we build systems that bring about new customers? And I've become very adept at specifically using YouTube and Facebook, because that's really where the largest amount of audiences are for most businesses.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, Facebook is crazy big. I mean, over 1.6 billion people on Facebook. Half of them are on it every day.
70% of all Americans are on Facebook every single day for an average of 49 minutes. And you think old people aren't there?
They are.
Okay, yeah. People who are 65 years and older, 53% of Americans are on Facebook.
Right.
So, you know, when people go, oh, it's not for the older crowd, I'm like, half of Americans are there. And just the amount of time that people spend on it. This is why, you know, when you saw me speak, I talked about fish where the fish are.
That's
I used
right.
the analogy my dad took me fishing.
Mm-hmm.
I now jokingly call Facebook Fishbook because that's where the fish are to generate leads.
It's true. Yeah, it's funny. And the old people there and the older people, I guess we're the old people.
That's why I'm rebranding myself as Gen Lead.
All right, fine. But the young people are there too. I was at a barber place where hairdressers are training, and I had like 60 female hairdressers in training. Some in high school still, some not. They're in front of me. I'm talking to them about Facebook, and I was curious, because I hear people say the young people aren't on Facebook, right, anymore. They're elsewhere. They're on Snapchat. Which Snapchat's very cool, and my daughter's on Snapchat. She got me to join Snapchat. But I actually asked them, I said, okay, ladies, so who here is on Snapchat? And of course, they all raised their hands, right? And I said, great, ladies, who's on Facebook? And the same ladies raised their hands. And I said, great, who's on Facebook regularly, like daily? And they all raised their hands. So the truth of the matter is that they're all on Facebook.
Right. Facebook has become the default website. So when people say they're going online, the vast majority mean I'm going on Facebook.
Right.
60% of Americans get their news from Facebook.
It's amazing.
So it's not just become a way to connect with friends and family. It's a way to stay on top of the world. They do shopping. This is hence all the Facebook ads in the lead gen, right?
Right.
Because small businesses and large corporations included are learning that this is a great way to generate identities, to retarget key audiences, to create sales. You'll see Amazon advertising on Facebook.
Yeah, that's
How
true.
big is Amazon?
Amazon's huge.
Right, they're advertising on Facebook.
Right.
Coca-Cola is advertising. Ford, GM, everybody is advertising on Facebook. And you even see the integration with TV ads. You know, you'll see a TV ad talk about their product. Follow us on Facebook.
Right.
Why? Because they know that that's where the audience is.
That's true.
So it's now become multimedia. Like example here we are. We're doing a podcast. We're creating a video. We'll put it on YouTube. Some people may watch it. We can email out the video. You can email out your podcast. We can transcribe the video or the podcast. We can turn that into a blog post, which then turns into an email, and we can break up that email into 500 tweets. You see,
right.
We're becoming, and that's what I tell people, we can create one piece of anchor content like we're doing right now, and we can repurpose it in so many different ways, and small businesses don't know that. So, but where does that journey begin? It's going to begin either on this podcast, it's either going to begin on this video, and also we can upload this very video not only to YouTube, but we can upload it into Facebook.
Right. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. So now we can create a very simple piece of content like we're doing right now and have it potentially found by tens of thousands of people.
Right.
And if we optimize it correctly and we distribute it correctly, whether it's free distribution or paid distribution, we could literally have thousands of people listen to it, which then leads them to go, well, who's Barry?
Right.
Who's Edwin?
They go check out our website.
They go check out your website. And of course, as you know, as we've said before, the website is the hub. So we're just trying to use all these digital media things to attract enough attention to drive them to our hub, make people know about us, then like us, then trust us. And if they know, like, and trust us, what happens? They're more likely to buy from us.
That's true. And I heard Facebook's even competing with TV.
It is.
It's actually like, going head to head with TV. It's pretty wild. I mean, I guess they'll get their own Nielsen ratings sometime soon.
Yeah.
For Facebook. I don't know if that'll happen, but I don't even know how that works. But you've got, this is, it's pretty amazing. It's just fantastic. I tell people, I teach people about how to use the basics of posting all the time on Facebook, but now we're taking that to a whole new level where we're actually gonna find the targeted people that they're looking for with the right words that we're going to use. Facebook has more information on people. You said, and I believe it. I believe that you said they have more information than the CIA. I tell people that the NSA calls Facebook to find out stuff about you.
Yeah.
It's true, right?
Yeah. I mean, look, I believe it was either the NSA or the CIA said that Facebook was the greatest asset for intelligence gathering. Right?
Sure.
Right. So, and you'll even hear in the news about these terror suspects, and what's the first thing they check? Their Facebook posts.
Right.
Oh, yeah, he was posting for months that he was going to do something crazy. Right? Like, the guy left a digital signal of his intent, his criminal intent.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And pretty soon what'll happen is that, it's like that movie with Tom Cruise, pre-crime.
Minority Report.
Yeah. Where it'll be like, we've been watching your Facebook posts.
And we're afraid that you're going to do something, so we're going to have to arrest you.
We're going to have to arrest you for pre-crime.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Right.
We'll help. We got other endeavors that we're involved in that we'll try to stave off that type of activity.
Yes.
But they do know a lot. I mean, they buy data from credit card companies. They know what kind of animal you have. Like, I mean, I heard the story of a pet store advertising the dog food, right? And they put a Labrador in a picture with the ad that's shown to the Labrador people, and a poodle in the picture of the people that have poodle people, etc. They actually put your type of dog in the ad, and they can do that because of the intense data gathering that Facebook is accumulated, and because of a special kind of post.
Yes, we call it a dark post or an unpublished post. And really what it is that the reason why the poodle guy is getting the poodle photos is they'll go in and go, I want anybody who likes Facebook fan pages of poodles. And if he likes 3 to 4 different fan pages of poodles, he likes a poodle.
Right.
Right? Okay. Yeah. So we know that when we put the poodle food or the poodle collar or the poodle breeding center or whatever the thing that we're trying to market, we're going to be 99% accurate that he likes poodles, right? Now this, although is creepy on one end about how the CIA and the NSA is using this, for marketers, this is an incredible opportunity, especially for those that, how do I do local SEO? How do I reach out to local clients? Well, you don't have to sit there and create all this content. You can, and I do suggest, around local SEO, but what if we could target specific people in your zip code?
Right.
So like local coffee shop. Like here we are looking out of a window and there's this ice cream place.
Yeah, Clementine's.
Clementine's ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
They just got a free ad here.
Right? Oh, yeah, they do.
And they get good ice cream.
They do.
So Clementine probably pulls 99% of their business right here in the neighborhood. There's a few people that may drive out of their way, but why would you drive out of your way for that ice cream place unless you're a true ice cream aficionado?
It's interesting. They do a really good job. They pull business from all over St. Louis, believe it or not.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they've really become this kind of ice cream cult place, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
better than cupcakes.
Okay, better than cupcakes. So now that's a good intro right there. So if I was marketing, I go, okay, I want anybody who's liked premier type ice creams, like Haagen-Dazs fan page. I want people who've liked upscale cupcake stores in St. Louis, because if they like cupcakes, they probably like ice cream.
Right.
Right? And so I can put this profile together and go, people who like Haagen-Dazs ice cream that live in St. Louis, people that love upscale cupcake places, people that like upscale food, they're foodies.
Right.
I can find all the foodies. And I put together this profile and I go, there are 18,000 people who fit this profile.
Yep.
Well, now, without trying to blast all over St. Louis, they can send a post, an unpublished post, meaning it doesn't show up on their fan page. It only shows up to those 18,000 people that we've identified. Hence, it's dark to their fans on their fan page, and only those 18,000 people can see it. Well, guess what? They say, hey, guess what? We've got premier ice cream. We've got this nostalgic feel to us. We want you to come on by. Imagine if of those 18,000 people, we're going to get an average of about 2% of the people clicking on the ad. Well, 2% is about 40 people, right?
It's a lot. Yeah.
Okay, that's for a little, and that's a little ice cream shop. Yeah. So 40 people immediately go and they go, here's your $5 coupon. If you buy $25 worth of ice cream, we'll knock $5 off. So they opt in. Well, we retarget those, meaning we send, for those 40 people that end up on that landing page or that blog post or that piece of content, we retarget them. We send a couple more ads through Facebook over the next couple of days to remind them of the offer, right? They're getting a special retargeted ad. And they're now in the email list, and then Clementine sends them flavor of the week, right?
Right.
Or a little nostalgic story about ice cream in St. Louis. And they keep building this audience and audience over and over and over. So now they're going to pay maybe 50 cents a click to reach those 40 people. So for $20, for $5 a day or $10 a day, which is what, $150, $300 a month, they could be reaching hundreds of extremely targeted audience. And within a matter of years, they could grow their email database by 500, 1,000, 1,500 people in St. Louis who they know are absolutely in love with that type of ice cream.
That's great.
When has, in our history, has a small business been able to spend so little money to target an exact audience right in their neighborhood?
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's like you said, I mean, and like other people say, it levels the playing field. And the dark post is powerful.
Very.
It makes me think of that one guy who said, come to the dark post.
Yeah.
We have ROI.
Yeah.
Right?
I am your ROI. Come to the dark post.
Right. Who's your daddy? No, I mean, that's a different movie.
Yeah, totally. But this is exciting news because, usually a small business would have to take out a full page ad or pay Yellow Pages $1,500 a month to hopefully be found in the ice cream section of the Yellow Pages, or mail out thousands of postcards, where now they can reach where the fish are. It isn't our people on Facebook.
Right.
We can go to Clementine's and go, we absolutely know that there's a group of people obsessed with good ice cream
Right.
somewhere in St. Louis on Facebook.
No, it's true. I mean, and that would be fantastic. You can do that for any business, which is, I mean, it's incredible that you can target so specifically for any business, pet stores, ice cream places, chiropractors, people that are interested in natural health, you name it.
Right, and you're able to narrow their audience. Like, we talked about targeting as marketers, Gary Vaynerchuk's fans.
That's right.
So you as a marketer, so Gary Vaynerchuk is already talking about Facebook and YouTube and Snapchat and do this, but is Gary Vaynerchuk actually going to do fulfillment for these people that are fans?
Probably not.
Yeah, at best they'll buy his book.
Yeah.
But they're getting excited about all this digital marketing. They just don't know how to execute. So you as a marketer can go, I want all the Gary Vaynerchuk fans and David Meerman Scott fans in St. Louis.
Right.
And you can go, I specialize in blah. And you know that they've been talking about it, right? So they're like, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to do Facebook dark posts. I've always wanted to do YouTube videos. I've always wanted to know how to create native content, right? Well, I fulfill that, and you can reach those exact people. The second platform for lead generation that I really, really love is YouTube. And I believe it was Inc. magazine or Fortune magazine, one of the big biggies, predicted that by the year 2020, 85% of all content online consumed will be a video.
It's incredible.
Look where Facebook is going. You start to see more
Facebook Live.
You can upload videos now straight to Facebook.
Mm-hmm. They basically wiped out Periscope pretty quickly. I mean, it seems that, Periscope, you don't really see it. I mean, for a while, there was a couple video channels that were really hot.
Like Meerkat
died. And Periscope.
Periscope's traffic is dying.
Is dying because people are, Facebook's integrated all these tools into its platform, which is the platform.
Right. And because it's the default website, why not add the live video capabilities?
Yeah.
Right. So, but YouTube still has a powerful use, because if I'm not friends with you on Facebook, then I won't be able to see your Facebook Live.
Sure.
And YouTube has got so many videos uploaded. I tell people, if you want to learn how to do something, type in your question in the YouTube search bar, and there's going to be a video of somebody showing you how to do it.
I learned how to fold my pocket square, but in various ways.
So have I. Yeah. That's a great example. Or, I want to buy, like, I'm really into motorcycles, and maybe I want to buy like a 1979 Honda GL 1000. Well, are there specific problems with that year and model? Is there a way to fix it? What are some design ideas? I'm telling you, you can type in Honda 1979 GL 1000, and there will be hundreds of videos of people telling you how to turn it into a cafe racer style, how to tear it apart, how to fix the carburetor. It's like something as esoteric as that. There's hundreds of videos.
Yeah, no, I've learned about clothing and style. My wife and I took a whole time period where we were learning about different breaks on pants. How should the break be at the end of my pair of pants? How should the suit fit exactly, right? What all these various things. I looked up locally just because I was curious if any of the local shoe stores did this. How to best shine your shoes, and I use it as an example in my talks. You can literally find anything on YouTube, just anything.
Okay, now let's get back to the small business and how they leverage it. Because YouTube is owned by Google, and we know that Google is motivated in terms of how we search by keywords.
Google loves Google.
Google loves Google, and Google loves YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So when you search for a term on Google Local, when you're looking for a local business, more than often you can find a video within that search, because it's a Google product, and if they see that a video has got a lot of likes and traffic, they'll rank that. In fact, I have a video, I offer executive coaching in Orange County, California, and I created a video and I put in the keywords, and I optimize. I'm very good at knowing how to optimize a video, and it's now on page 1. You type in business coach Orange County or executive coach Orange County or some variation thereof, my video will be on page 1. And I've had phone calls going, I was looking for an executive coach in Orange County because I didn't want to drive up to LA. And I saw your video, I clicked it, I watched it. Of course, there's a link in the video to my website, and there's a phone number in the video. I've gotten probably 20 to 30 leads since I made that video 3 years ago. Now get this, I paid maybe $800 to create the video. Okay, I paid a videographer $800.
Right.
Okay, it paid for itself at its first client. Yet, 3 years later, it's still getting me clients month after month after month.
Right. If you want to see another series of great videos he created, you can search Orange County Swim Lessons. There's a series of videos for this gentleman who does swim lessons to help parents teach at a really young age how to swim, you know, with the whole idea that they want their child to be safe from there on out. A brilliant set of videos as well, and he owns the search engine in Orange County.
On Swim School, and I tell you, within a month of really optimizing it on YouTube, putting some social signals on it by sharing it, and then we boosted some posts within Facebook, because you can use video on Facebook. Get this, he went from about 20 new students a month to 40. Within 30 days of the launch of the program, we doubled his business.
Right.
Why? Because there was no other swim school in all of Orange County that had created instructional videos, the SEO was done correctly, that was being promoted on Facebook. Now get this, out of a county of 3.2 million people, he was the only brand in his genre, in his field, that created video content that was properly optimized, that was being distributed through dark posts to an exact audience that we knew had children.
Wow.
And do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
amazing.
we took him from Cro-Magnon man level of promotion, of handing out flyers, because that's how he was doing it,
Right.
to now he had digital assets going across digital channels where people were sitting there fixated on, and the phone just started to ring. And he paid us, I don't know, maybe $6,000 or $7,000 to do these videos. He gets about $1,500 to $2,000 a sign up. He had paid for the entirety of the video production, the SEO, and the Facebook ads for several months in 1 month.
It's fantastic.
So what happens month 2? Now it's pure profit. And he'll have these videos for years to come, driving his business.
Yeah, and it's just fantastic. And there's really a need just about any industry you can think of. Like in roofing, for example, we're going to talk to a friend of mine who has a roofing company later on today. He's into, one of the things he's mentioned to me is roof repairs. You know, sometimes you don't need to actually replace the roof, you just need to repair it. And so there might be videos on how can you tell whether the roof needs replaced versus repaired. How do you make sure you're not being told that the whole thing's a loss? Because it's more expensive to replace a whole roof than to repair a roof, I'm sure. You know, and so this would just be another example. Or I have another friend who's a chiropractor, you know, a friend and a client who's a chiropractor, and we're going to end up making videos for all these guys because I want to help them. That's what we're here for, you know. But he has a number of stretches that he does, and he recommends these stretches to patients. He has like 60 stretches. And so he could do a video on each stretch telling what it's good for, and say, oh, I want you to do this stretch. Go watch my video. And then, of course, that content, people would find it, and then they would go.
Exactly. And I'll tell you another, because I worked with a lot of chiropractors, let me give you an example of how the chiropractor really can use what is referred to as long-tail keywords. Long-tail keyword is a very specific set of words, usually 4 to 6 words. Like if I put real estate agent, that's not really specific. But if I put best real estate agent in Ladue, I'm looking for a very specific type of person in a very specific place, right?
That's right. Okay.
It's also been shown in research that the more words they use, the higher likelihood that they're ready to buy. The more specific they type in, the more the higher intent, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not just randomly searching for things. They have something in mind specifically.
Yeah. So if I just type in internet companies,
right.
I don't really have intent to buy. But if I say best SEO companies in St. Louis,
right.
I'm pretty ready to buy.
Or natural ways I can sleep better at night.
Right. So now with the chiropractor, it's not only just best chiropractor and all this other stuff, but maybe he fixes certain ailments or addresses certain ailments like fibromyalgia.
Right.
You know, natural solutions for fibromyalgia.
Headaches, which would be
headaches, knee pain, hip pain. You see how many different videos he could be doing around all these different long tail keywords?
It's true.
So let's say he did one video a week for 2 years. He could literally have 100 fully optimized videos. How much business do you think would happen when people are typing in to look for somebody that can fix those ailments?
Right. Yeah. My mother-in-law has a calcium and magnesium product called CalMag C that she makes. And she's great at selling it. She markets it to chiropractors and other people that need help. And so she could do videos on just about everything that calcium and magnesium helps deal with in the body. And so she's got, can you imagine the long tail? She already has articles on it that she's written. She's a rather good writer. She can take those same articles and talk about it in a video. And she's from South Africa, so she's got, I don't know, we can come up with some sort of interesting branding for her in video. You know, she's she was a chiropractic office manager, so she wrote a little small book called Confessions of a Chiropractic Office Manager, which I thought was cute and but she really is energetic about it, and she would be great on video.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing that she could do is she could interview nutritional and medical experts on what research they've done on how calcium and magnesium have helped. So now she doesn't talk about her product, she just talks about the mineral and go, hey, Dr. Jones, you recently published a paper in the Harvard Medical Journal about how calcium helps osteoporosis. Could I interview you on my podcast? And then she at the end of it go, this was brought to you by Calcium Magnesium C. Do you see what I mean?
That's right.
And so now people may find the podcast or the video because they're searching the latest findings on how calcium helps osteoporosis. She's now the host and the sponsor, so now he's like, yeah, you got to take more calcium. Well, what's at the end of the show? Her product.
Right.
And she could literally interview 30, 40, 50 PhDs and nutritionists from around the world and go, would you be a guest on my show? And they're all talking about hardcore medical evidence that calcium magnesium is absolutely something that you need. So without directly selling her product, they're definitely selling the use of the product, of the need for calcium magnesium.
That's awesome.
So that's what I like to do with small businesses, is come up with those kind of strategies.
And we do it for anybody. Disaster restoration, we could do it for medical billing, for dentists, contractors of any type, deck builders, plumbers, people that handle leaks and sewage that overflows. So I don't know if we want to video that, but any subject you could think of.
Yeah, and imagine, when I sit down with people, they don't see that they have a story to tell, but within about 15 minutes, and I start asking them questions, and like, well, what about this, what about that, and what about showing people? They're like, oh my, I've got about 20 things I could show people how to do. I'm like, those are 20 videos. I go, what kind of questions do you get? Oh, I get about 12 different questions. I go, each question's a video. Like, oh my gosh, I could be creating like 30 to 40 videos.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so again, Facebook and YouTube are where the fish are at. That's where you should be fishing. You got to throw good bait in. What's good bait? Good content. Content's the bait.
That's great. Last thing I think they probably want to know, and I know this because we're working together. We're helping people put this together. But results-wise, some of the people have gotten what kind of results as far as the increase in leads, the increase in business? What are some examples?
Yeah. Each industry is different because everybody's got a different price point. Some doctors, they sell services that are $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000. We have a tattoo shop in Las Vegas. It's called Paradise, like a pair of dice, but it's the play on words, Paradise, right? And they're right off the strip. And, they offered a $100 coupon, or 20% off your tattoo if you come in. And, hey, you get a $400 tattoo, 20% off is saving $80. To someone that doesn't have a lot of money, $80 is a lot of money. Right. The point is they want the lead. For them, within about an $800 ad spend, within about 5 weeks, we generated 400 people opting into their email list.
Wow.
400. Now, you think about it. Now they get the drip campaign, right? I actually was in Las Vegas about 3 weeks ago when I visited. The place was packed, and it was literally. I mean, I walked in. There was people waiting to get a tattoo. How many businesses can you walk in and say there's just 4 or 5 people waiting? And they just said that business took off. I have a doctor in Louisiana. We didn't get as many leads, but you have to remember that the leads are very valuable because he's selling a very expensive service. So people know that so there's less people that will opt in for a
Sure.
for a $5,000 implant versus a $300 tattoo.
That's right.
We generated for him in a month. We did about 17 leads, but again, he only needs to close a couple people off a $900 ad spend,
Right.
and he saw such good results with us that within the first month, he went from $900 a month, now he's spending $2,000 a month because of the response that he's now seeing from Facebook.
It's fantastic.
And on the last note, don't be thrown off by those high prices. You can do $10 a day. So can that coffee or that ice cream place across the street afford $10 a day? Yeah, they could do $10 a day.
Totally.
And start growing their business. As their business grows and they have more money, they do $15 a day. That's a great thing about Facebook is you can cut it off and limit it to what you can afford.
That's great. I mean, maybe there's an initial setup, but then once you get the system in place, you own it from then on out.
Once you look, the system is the solution. We put in systems. We integrate Facebook, the website, which is the hub, social media, email, all into a seamless stream to move that fish down that channel so that we hook them and put them in a bucket.
That's right.
We call that a new client. I have an expression. I want to kind of do it like what Grant Cardone does with the 10X.
Mm-hmm.
The expression carpe diem.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, I want carpe client.
Carpe. Seize the client.
Seize the client.
I like that.
Yeah.
Good. I like that.
Carpe client, right?
What's Latin for client? We'll have to find out.
Yeah, I don't know. I just say client because people know the expression from Robin Williams, carpe diem, right? From Dead Poets Society.
That's it. Yeah.
He made that famous.
Yeah, he did.
So I thought people I need more clients. I need more clients. How do I get more customers? How do I grow my business? So I thought, seize the client. Carpe client.
I love it. Maybe that's what we'll call this episode.
Yeah. But I was thinking the hat like carpe client. You know what I mean? Like he has the 10X.
That's great. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. We could design that for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, good. So, hey, thanks for joining us on Real Life Marketing. It's awesome. And if you wanna find out more about this, you can write us. This is my first video, so I'm gonna do all sorts of strange things in it. But so if you watch the video version, you'll see I'm typing. That means write us, and we'd love to help you with this. All right, and we'll see you next time, and we'll have Ed back some more for some more real life marketing.
Bye.
Okay, that's it. We're done. We did it.